Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played.
Let's get it, bro. My quarterback, sir, but we got this, son.
You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle.
Okay.
Well upfield across the
You want the player up? Okay.
Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Levi Onwuzurike providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether it's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
First and 10, here's Gibbs. And he stops immediately there. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's Goff. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield. This might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game, so you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They will find Davis on the left side complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on draft routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. We're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And Diggs will have a Bills 1st down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Allen going to throw. Rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on the 1st down of the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To the air, Allen, flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. $35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Across midfield. And down right around the 37. So how about that for a changeover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in a 1st. Goff. Down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Montgomery. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this 1st quarter. He's got both of them.
He's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop it, that's what I would call.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think.
There he goes, right side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 134 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. They'll run with Montgomery, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. David Montgomery with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He'll take it at the 42. And he's loose again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a first down throw. Gone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kahale Wearing from 17 yards out. And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Taken right around the 44. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. That's going to be caught downfield by Powell. Touchdown, Detroit. Cornell Powell, 60 yards. And the Lions are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. The Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Buffalo offense back out and ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing now is Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing the golden high tops as well.
And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A 50-yard punt return touchdown. And the Lions are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. And I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on the... Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here come the Bills.
President bumble that, and pretty good.
In their last appearance, they couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
I can't believe I've zagged them so many times.
7-yard loss on the
Insane.
and it's third down.
That's like so zagged.
A lot of coaches, when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Bro needs some protection back there.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen.
Oh my goodness, do that.
The passing game not in sync here.
We're gonna get hit every time.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
No, no, no.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Lions now. Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before they put them done.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions continue to pull away here this first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Tries just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. And the Bills getting set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A Few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now Goff. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah, he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. 56. On play action, Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Allen will try again on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. On third and long, it's Allen. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, call it 13 yards. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On first down, Goff. This is caught. And in from the Lions, touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are pouring it on. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You get really good practice here breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Bills. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down.
Come on, man. What kind of pass was that?
Going again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. So out now come the Lions. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Cook up the gut. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Play action. It's gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and a round is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He had a half of the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
First down, here's the run Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Off play action. Here's Goff. Buying time to his left. There's a space here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. give running right is Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bills ready to take over. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen's throw is complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaking up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And that is no good. And they will remain well behind. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now gone. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to run with Jefferson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Lions just continue to roll. point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Allen. Cannot get away, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Allen running right on the option. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Out to his left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Detroit back in possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. And now the rookie screen. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? Now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Allen now on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
You're boring me to death, bro.
Allen gonna throw.
You slipping in a couple little ones.
Taken in by Kincaid. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
What if they actually score a touchdown? Interception right here, man.
Allen off the play fake.
Oh.
His throw at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip him inside the 5.
He might get a touchdown.
To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deontay Hardy laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bills are able to claw one back. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense set to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll roll him out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen. And, of course, a special play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Goff on 1st down. Over the middle complete. It's Powell. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Goff. Got his hand complete over the middle. That's Powell. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Again, Goff. And that is caught. touchdown. And the Lions continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll be taken down. Now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On play action, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. Now the pressure gets to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. This time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And here come the Bills. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just is not gone as they had hoped. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen will try again on second down. Left side caught by Diggs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had them on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
2nd down and 4. On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On second down, a run with Jefferson. Shrugs him off. There he goes left side. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Jefferson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting to go.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Lions are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Allen. This one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on third. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Kaminsky in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Taken from his own 44 here. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. They'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded at the 43. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball a few people score 100 points individually, men and women. But we've never seen this before in NFL history. We've only seen 2 teams combine for 100 points in a game 5 times in league history. One of the greatest games ever played, well, by one of the teams anyway.
Goff going to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here's Goff. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there, just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Time to celebrate.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.